Welcome back to Finnegan's Farm, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and welcome back to our Workshop Wednesday. My name is Paul, and this is our team.
Hi, I'm Sean Keogh, and I'm the apprentice mechanic.
Hi, I'm Mick, and I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Marco, I love to weld. This is Bruce, this is Blake, them is two best students.
Well, what's the story? I'm Kieran Russell, the apprentice mechanic.
Hello, I'm Carl, and I'm the one that has to make these guys look good.
Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos, and comment what you want. Just put it in the comments list and we'll get back. So in for repair today we have our Kuhn Harrow. Last week you would have seen us there when we actually had it repaired, but this is actually what went on before we got to the stage where it is at now. We also have a John Deere 6930, we have a Grimme Destoner, we have a Grimme Planter, and we also have a toplink off the Steyr there that needs some little bit of attention as well. So first of all, we're going to head over to the Kuhn Harrow. So next up we have our Kuhn Harrow. This is a 4 metre Harrow. As you can see, it's on the low loader trailer here just for transport alone because of the width of it. Now we brought it to the field there to do a little small job. The small job ended up a big job. Actually two of the bearings was gone here on the, where the tines are go onto the housing. I think we've actually taken one out. So the Harrow, it's fairly simple. We just have a big gearbox here in the middle, and the gearbox drives this shaft here, and then in turn every gear drives itself. The Harrow is timed then as well, so no tines will hit off each other. But on this one here, see, this one is perfect. The housing is solid. These are the quick fit tines, so they're always going to be a bit loose. But here now alone, we've an awful lot of play there. So we've a bearing gone in there, and we had a bearing gone in there, so Mick and Marco stripped that one out. We're going to put a set in that one, a set in this one. We probably will do the main gearbox drive as well, because it's always the one that might give a little bit of bother, so just when we have it to a stage. Now, there's a lot of bolts to take off from this. There's a big kind of a top plate with a series of bolts, and we just whip them off there, going, lift the gearbox off, and that's what we're going to have to repair. So we have one here over here on the bench. So this is the housing and where the bearings sit down. These are the bearings that we took out of it. They're a tapered bearing, top and bottom. Yeah, and they're just gone. So we have a complete new set here. We're going to replace actually 5 of them. I think the guys wanted to change. This one here that Mick is doing already. So after pressing the bearing on, putting new seal onto it, and greased it up there. And we just put the other bearing in this side of it then, and pull it through. So that should tidy that up. But look, we probably should have checked it before we went to the field. Wasn't done. Was on the loader, brought it up, bring it up in a bit of a hurry, and then all of a sudden then a bit of a problem. But anyway, we get it fixed. It's not a major job to do. It's a little bit time consuming, and it's a little bit dirty as well. So they weren't just overly pleased to see it coming into the workshop. But anyway, they took it off, and we'll have it back onto the road. So we're just sitting here in the 6930. We have an issue there with the command centre on it. I'll turn off the key and I'll turn the key back on, and you'll see here that it comes up initially there with the John Deere screen, and then it goes into the menu mode, but it's all full of lines here and it's all over the place. It's jumping up and down, and when we want to go into to select some of the different functions on it, like the other day we had 1,000, it's in 1,000 speed now, but if we wanted to change it to 540, we can't scroll across to select that function. So we'll take this off and we'll bring it down to the lads in Meat Farm Machinery to see. We might get a replacement. I wouldn't think they're a cheap item, or they may be able to send it away. They have a few contacts there that we can maybe send it away and get it fixed. So that's a bit of an issue there at the minute. So we're going to head over to the field now. It's not that we're not busy here in the workshop, it's just that most of the repairs have been taking place or on the go as we've been planting there. So we're going to head over to the field there now.
We're here now with me 6930 and Destoner, and of course, second year in a row now I'm after doing the keyway, and it's the end of the shaft. But happened about 8 o'clock yesterday evening. First thing the next morning today, we have Jamie Doyle from Grimme out here with us now to resurrect it and get me back going. I was able to swing to the left all morning, so it wasn't too bad. But now we can actually get it fixed and we can go the right way around the field now instead. So.
Yeah, Jamie, what are you doing here? Open up the web so we can get the shaft out. New bearings and new shaft and keyways. Try and get back going again.
Yeah. So we leave the mat here now.
You get it done. Back in the road. There's plenty of dust here. So here now getting to the end of the job, and we have a shaft out. As you can see, the bit of an issue we were having. So once the key had broke up, I had just made bits at the end of the shaft. Now Jamie done this job last year, and he done the very, very kind thing of putting copper grease on the drive wheels. So after he had cleaned up the shaft, one tap of the hammer just fell off. So they can be a big job, but a bit of copper grease never goes astray on them. So it was very well done.
Well, you're winning there, Jamie, are you?
Yeah, nearly there.
Nearly there. Just putting in the last chain link there, getting the joiner together. Rang Jamie last night, going up the road, told him problem we had. Said he'd be down first thing this morning, so that's what Grimme give you good service there. So. He was on the ball this morning, weren't you?
Yeah. Beat the traffic.
Beat the traffic, yeah. That's it. That's the second time now. I don't know why it's gone. We reckon it's driver error here with Caleb. he's getting the blame anyway. So you just need to go a little bit easier there on it.
I think so.
Well, John B said it was you anyway. So there's a little bit of a blame game here all the time between him and John B anyway. It seems to be an ongoing series.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, yeah. Now we're here with the Grimme Planter. Just going to weld on some wear plates here onto the bottom of the boots to wear over the time there, because they're in the ground all the time. These actually make a line in the ground so the potato just falls into it. As you can see, they're just getting a little bit wore here. So we've just this little kind of weld on some round bar on rebar onto them here, and that should keep them going for the rest of the season. Here in the hand. We have a top link of the Steyr here. This one actually was on the other Steyr there with the Rohoveher, and the knuckle cracked. We're not sure how it happened. We think there's a bolt here holding in this pin. The bolt may come out, the pin came out so far, and it just pulled on the clevis there on the outside of the knuckle there, cracked it. So we swapped it across because we wanted to keep the Rohoveher going. Cahill wasn't that busy anyway, and as usual. So we said we'd give it to him. I took it out and I actually welded it. I gouged it out, welded it, got a good weld into it. Said we stay in the field, don't bring it on the road, worked it in the field. I think it's still going strong here now. Anyway, we have got a new one there this morning from the guys in Mid-Loud, and we're just going to fit it there now. So we'll take this one off, bring it over to the buck trailer and replace it with a new one.
I'm just going to take out the top link pin now. Make sure you put them somewhere that you remember them, because you get lost, they're handy. And then the weight of this, you want to get your hand right under it. Oh jeez, my pipes are still in. So they gave it to me because I'd look after it and I wouldn't break it, so that's the main reason. It wasn't that I wasn't doing anything. So we get it in now, we cut the weld and put the new piece back in. Bit of a full gym session done. So you can just see where he spot welded it. It's not great, but it's not bad. Done the job.
That was John B. So this is a new knuckle which we're going to put on. This is the one from yesterday. We just welded to keep them going. But still a very strong weld in it, but not worth the risk in taking on with a chance to take something like that on a big top link with a lot of weight hanging out of it. So we'll just disregard this and we'll put our new clevis back on. Just need to tidy up the weld on the end of this. Just a little spot of weld there, just clean up with the grinder. So that may have been. So you want to put it
that way,
this side.
Because you need the grease nipple the same side as the bit that holds the top link up, so you can get easy access to grease it.
So we got this bit off Jamie there from Grimme, bit of Loctite, because I think actually this was some of the problem. This little bolt had come out, which meant that the pin had travelled out to a certain degree. When it got out here by this clevis, the pressure came on it, and it actually just peeled away the corner of the knuckle here, because it's, as you can see, it's a fair big substantial bit, like, so it would take a good bit to break that. So I'm going to put a bit of Loctite on it. Would have it come out of it? There must be something there. Must be. Hold on.
As the fella says, it's probably locked tight.
That's the job. Job done. So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Just a little special note there to the guys there from Kiltale who put in a massive effort there. Did a tractor run on the weekend and raised serious money there for a very, very worthy cause. So best of luck to Jerry and O'Connor was involved there. A great, great cause for these events and to put some effort in. That's really it. Don't forget to subscribe to the videos. Put an old comment there if you have something to tell us, and we will get back to you. And from everyone here at Finnegan's Farm, we'll talk to you next Wednesday.